it's me, Dr. Fuck, with another edition of my collection. And I did it in front of my Iron Maiden tapestry for a reason. My favorite Iron Maiden album cover, my Iron Maiden collection. So let's start. I'm going to start with the shirts. I'm not like, you know, I don't have a lot of Iron Maiden. I mean, I do music-wise, but here's my shirts. I don't have many shirts, though. The Trooper Beer shirt. This one I got at Rock and Roll Ribs. And I got something really cool from Rock and Roll Ribs I want to show you all. Okay, don't have a lot of room here. The Iron Maiden Killer shirt. I got, do I have this shit twice? Oh no, this is a Paul Di'Anno shirt. This is when I saw Paul Di'Anno in 2010 in Jacksonville, and I met him, and here's a picture with me and him. See it? So yeah, this was cool. I bought this shirt at that show, and this is my favorite album cover, Killers. And here's another Paul Di'Anno shirt my ex-girlfriend bought me. It says "Still Killing After All These Years." My favorite Iron Maiden singer. I'm a big Di'Anno fan. And a Piece of My shirt. I love this shirt. I also have like a Final Frontier shirt I got when I went to go see the Final Frontier show. There was a guy outside that said, "If you give me a cigarette, I will give you a shirt." No lie. So I gave him a cigarette and he gave me a shirt. He was selling shirts outside. That's back when I smoked cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Okay, so let's start with, okay, let me show you this really cool from Rock and Roll Ribs. It's, and I never opened it. It's probably bad by now. I probably had it about a year and a half. It's a special Rock and Roll Ribs barbecue sauce. And it's still sealed. And in the back you can see here, I don't know if you can make that out, it's kind of dark in here, Nico on it, like Eddie. And it says Rock and Roll Ribs. So there. It's just such a pack rat. I buy anything. Okay, and also went back when I was on tour in 2013, I think. I went to the St. Vitus bar and I drank a bunch of these, the Trooper Beer, and I kept the bottles, even though they still sell this. But hey man, if there's such thing as first pressings of beer, this is when it was brand new. I bought that. I have two of them. Okay, so let's start with the CDs. Let me make room here. My favorite Iron Maiden album, and the shirt, another shirt I'm wearing. The first Iron Maiden album, my favorite. The first one, my second favorite. But this is actually a first pressing of the CD. Capitol Records. See, this ain't no enhanced shit. This one is. This one brings Made in Japan, Killers. This one's interesting. This is Made in Japan, the full show, and it's actually a real type of CD. Well, the case is kind of fucked up. But it has the full show on it, and see, this ain't, I don't know if I guess it's a bootleg, but it's professionally done to make it look like it's official. Love this one, Number of the Beast. It was my favorite Bruce Dickinson album. First it was Power Slave, then I said, no man, Number of the Beast is better. But I listened to Power Slave the other day, Power Slave's my favorite. But this is a great one too. Peace of Mind, love it. My favorite with Dickinson, Power Slave. Live After Death, this is the enhanced one. I'm not a big fan of this album because of Bruce's voice. I know a lot of people hail this album, but I'm tired of talking about it. I don't like it. Somewhere in Time, this is when they lost me, but it does have some good songs. I like Alexander the Great, Deja Vu, and Loneliness of a Long Distance Runner. I used to not like it, and my guitar player was like, that's a great song, so I gave it another chance, and I was like, you know what, that's not a bad song. I know a lot of you fucking love the whole album. Seventh Son of Seventh Son, I only like Moonchild and the title track. I don't like The Evil That Men Do, or The Clairvoyant, or The Prophecy is somewhat okay. I'm not a big fan of this one. Believe it or not, I like this one more than Somewhere in Time and Seventh Son, but it does, there's a lot of kinks in this armor. But I love Mother Russia and Run Silent, Run Deep, The Assassin, Tail Gunner. There's some good shit. Title track, there's some good shit, but then there's stuff like Hooks in You that I don't like at all. Fear the Dark. I consider this, I would call this a shit sandwich because it starts with Be Quick or Be Dead, which I love, and it ends with Fear of the Dark, which I love, but everything in between is shit. So it's like those two songs are two strong pieces of bread. This is terrible. Which one's this one? A real live one, and I have a real dead one. And you're probably saying to yourself, it's so terrible, why do you own it? Because I'm a freaking pack rat. I collect everything. Okay, this is X Factor. And again, I don't like it much. I don't like Blaze's voice much, but it does have some okay songs. I like Sign of the Cross and Man on the Edge is good on here. I gotta listen. I know there's another song or two. This one's terrible. I did like, I think it's Lightning Strike Twice was okay, and Future Real. But and this one's enhanced, right? Bonus enhanced CD. Contains free America Online, some bullshit. Okay. Ed Hunter, this is kind of like a compilation thing with a video game in it, which I actually played, and I'm not a gamer, but I played this and it took me like fucking a long time to finally beat it. And a lot of people were like, man, it's just such a shitty game, and I was like, I wouldn't know because I don't know much about games. But yeah, this is a double CD. Remember, remember those CDs when it was double? It came in big ass fat cases like that. Brave New World, the comeback with Dickinson that I didn't care for. I liked the song I do like on here is Ghost of the Navigator. I like that one a lot, and Fallen Angels is okay. Live in Rio. I guess I don't have Dance of Death. Live in Rio. There's a couple I'm missing. Whatever. Oh yeah, I do have Dance of Death. Shows you how much I know. Man, don't like it. This is a tribute CD where if you punch it up on YouTube, it's an amazing cover of Sebastian Bach doing Children of the Damned. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's great. But wait till I'm done with the video. This one's cool. Live at, it's a bootleg, obviously. But, it's one of those official bootlegs that came, with everything. This is live at the New York Palladium, and it sounds like a radio recording. It's really good. And this one, I believe, is an audience recording, 666 and a half. Again, this is off both of them are from the Number of the Beast tour. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go, that's all the CDs, but now I'm going to go into the first 10 years. I have them all. This one's Phantom of the Opera and Running Free from Live After Death. The Trooper and Flight of Icarus. Aces High, 2 Minutes to Midnight. This one's Purgatory, and it also brings Made in Japan. I love Made in Japan. Okay. Can I Play with Madness and the Evil That Men Do? Just grab them all here, go buy them quick. Women in Uniform, and I believe Twilight Zone. These all have Nico thing, Fun with Nico at the end. Running Free, and what's the other one? Sanctuary. I believe that's the first single. Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter, and this has I'm a Mover and Communication Breakdown. The cover of Communication Breakdown is really fucking bad. Okay. This one is Wasted Years and Stranger in a Strange Land. And I Am Not Wearing My Glasses. That Girl, Juanita, Sheriff of Huddersfield, and Listen with Nico. Those are the B-sides on that one. Infinite Dreams, this is the Made in Japan, the Clairvoyant and Infinite Dreams live. It has some cool live stuff. Killers, Still Life, Infinite Dreams, Heaven Can Wait, The Prisoner, Clairvoyant. All live from, I guess, the Made in England DVD or CD, whatever. Run to the Hills and Number of the Beast. Okay. This is for what song off X Factor? I don't even know. Gotta open it. Lord of the Flies, it has a cover of My Generation by The Who and Dr. Doctor from UFO. I think those are pretty decent covers. Wasted Love. The covers on this one is Tail Gunner, Holy Smoke, and The Assassin, all live. Okay. I like Holy Smoke too. Stupid, but I like it. Holy Smoke singles, speaking of Holy Smoke. And what are the B-sides on this? All in Your Mind, which I think is great. I love that cover. And Kill Me Ce Soir, which I don't really like that cover. The B-side, whatever. Be Quick or Be Dead. This has Space Station number 9 and Nottingham Blues or Notting Donkey Blues or whatever the hell. Yeah, Notting Docking Blues. Terrible. The Space Station number 9, terrible. It's like he's goofing on it. This one is Fear the Dark Live, which brings Hooks in You Live and Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. There's a cool little digipack thingy. Alright. From Here to Eternity, and the B-sides on this are Rollover, Vic Vela, Public Enema number 1 Live, and No Prayer for the Dying Live. Okay. And Hallowed Be Thy Name from one of those Real Dead ones. The B-sides on this are The Trooper, Wasted, Years, and Rothschild. Okay, now this one is interesting. X Factor again, but it's a double CD version, and it brings a bunch of B-sides. And I know there's a B-side on here I love. Judgment Day. It brings like a few songs that didn't last on the album, but I really love Judgment Day. I don't know why I didn't make it on the album. It sounds kind of like, what is it? Man on the Edge, so maybe they didn't want to put it. Now my Blu-rays and Vivo and Flight 666 I have on Blu-ray. Okay. Now my DVDs, Rock in Rio, The Making of Number of the Beast. This is one of those classic album series. My favorite one, The Early Years. What a great documentary on. All of them have great documentaries. This is like a volume 1, and this is like all their videos from Here to Eternity up to that point. Made in England, I got on DVD. I have some VHSs, but I don't know where they are. But I know I have that on VHS. And Live After Death. Live After Death has part 2 of the Early Years, I believe. And this has part 3. Okay, that's all my VHSs. Now we're going to move on to the vinyl. Okay, I don't know where I'm going to put all this. Run to the Hills, the original, I guess. And the B-side on this is Total Eclipse. The original one. This one, my favorite EP, and I had Paul Di'Anno sign it. Where is it signed? Right there. Paul Di'Anno signed this one. I bought this when it first came out, so it's definitely a first pressing. And my second favorite Iron Maiden album cover will be my favorite. I know I said it before, and I'll say it again. This is my favorite Iron Maiden album cover, and this is like an enhanced one because I think I've mentioned it a million times. The inner sleeve has the original lineup and some stuff here. I mentioned it before. I gave away a lot of my vinyl, and I had all the original Maidens that I gave away. Luckily, I didn't give away that Made in Japan. Okay, the first Iron Maiden album, same deal. I believe that one and this one are both picture discs, and this has the coolest Iron Maiden picture. I think this is the badass. This is the badass Iron Maiden. I love it. So brutal. Back in 1980, this fucking album blew my mind. If you want to know how I feel about this album, I do have a podcast, and we do a review of this and Killers. And we've also done No Prayer for the Dying and Fear the Dark. I think there's even another one, Peace of Mind. I think we did. The original, I never gave this one away. The original pressing of Number of the Beast, which I bought when it first came out. Love that album. This one, take my word for it. This poster here is as big as this. It's like a huge, I think it even tells you what here. It's 60 by 40. And the poster is pretty much, it's not pretty much, it is this. So this is the one that has All in Your Mind. I love that single, B-side, and Kill the Swap. Okay, this one's pretty cool, man. I remember seeing this years ago, and it was expensive. It's a Cookie limited edition cut to shape disc for Infinite Dreams. Look at that. It's like Eddie on the motorcycle, and pretty damn cool. I like that. I like rare shit like this. Even though I don't like the songs, I like to collect, man. This is their original pressing as well. Seventh Son of Seventh Son. And as you can see, this plastic is really on there really good. It's been on there for 30 years. And look at that. It hasn't broke or anything. Very rare. So I have the original pressing, and To tell you the truth, I can give a fuck about original pressings. I think 180 grams sounds better than original pressing, but so have it. I believe this is an original pressing of Somewhere in Time. I'm not sure. I did buy it from somebody because I gave mine away. So I gave a lot away. All this shit I'm showing you now, except for Number of the Beast and Seventh Son, I didn't give away for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah, there you go. So, Somewhere in Time. Original pressing, I had Nico sign this one. I don't know if you can make that out, it's right there. This is definitely original pressing. I didn't give this away because it has all the bells and whistles inside. It has the book, right? Where's that book? It has the little cool little tour book that came with this, and I believe an order form is in here somewhere, right? Yes, an order form to buy stuff. So there you go. Original pressing of... I think the band sounds amazing on this. I think they sound great. It's just Dickinson's voice. On some of the songs he sounds good, like the Hammersmith portion of it. I like the Long Beach Arena. Don't hate me because I hate. Well, fucking hate me, I don't care. This is not an original pressing. This is something I gave away too. It's not a picture disc. Power Slave. I had to get this again. This is a 180 gram original album and original audio master, and it's cool. You know, it's weird about all these. They put them in inner sleeves and then they add the original inner sleeve with it. I guess not to. Like Run to the Hills, I have the original Trooper single with Cross-Eyed Mary. This is the original one, the maxi single, super sound version. Okay, this one I bought on Record Store Day, I think a year ago. This is Empire of the Clouds. Long ass song, and then on the B-side it has like Maiden Voyage, which I believe is, I know it's Dickinson, but I believe it's Dickinson and, doesn't say here, does it? I think Nico McBrain joins in the conversation, so it's kind of like an interview on side 2, and it's a really cool, you know, I think it's an okay artwork. Considering everything after Derek Riggs, I'm not really a big fan of. And here they have the original picture of the story behind Empire of the Clouds, which I believe was about a plane crash that was never found. Or, oh man, let me not. And I think this is really hard to get now. Don't quote me on that, or quote me on it. Again, this is I believe this one's a picture disc, right? Let me see. I think it is. No, it's black vinyl, which is cool. I prefer black vinyl. I love black vinyl. I'll take black vinyl over picture disc and colored vinyl, you name it. Love, adore this album. This album is fucking perfect, except for Quest for Fire. Lame ass song. Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. Okay, check out this one. Picture disc. This one's a picture disc. You know, it goes well with it, and then you take it out, it's a full artwork. And then the B-side is like Eddie with a sickle. Okay, Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. Ooh, we're almost done here, but then I got a box to show you. Very rare box. Okay. I'm not editing none of this out. Bleh. Okay. Out of the Silent Planet. This has Wasted Years and Aces High live on the Ed Hunter tour, and another picture disc. And this side is a picture disc here. And this side is kind of like the planets and stuff. Okay, now here we go. This is my little holy grail. It's one of my holy grails, but the big one, I guess, I'm gonna save for last, or maybe not. The Iron Maiden First 10 Years vinyl box set, and it's a little damaged by now because it's kind of cheap. And the way I got this is if you collected all of them, it brought this little coupon in each one, and if you sent all 10 coupons, they'd send you the box. And this box is flimsy as hell, man. But it's still alive. And let's open this up and show you everything that's in it. Okay? Alright. At least some of them are sealed, maybe not. This one is Women in Uniform and Sanctuary, and it brings the back covers. And like all of them, like the CDs I showed you, it brings the Listen with Nico, where Nico talks for like 10-20 minutes on each of them. This one is a Purgatory with Made in Japan. There you go. Okay. I wonder if my Holy Grail, yeah, there it is. I just saw my Holy Grail in there. Run to the Hills, single with Number of the Beast. See that there? Okay. Let me save these for last. Okay, now Flight of Icarus and The Trooper. Okay, these are all mint condition because I never play them. Phantom of the Opera, I believe, right? No, Running Free and Run to the Hills. These are, has a lot of B-sides from the, what is it, Lost for Words, what's the rare songs on here? Lost for Words, Sanctuary, and Murders in the Rue Morgue. Those didn't appear on Live After Death. At least the original ones. Probably it does with some new versions, because they release new versions every other year, seems. Okay, this one is Wasted Years and Stranger in a Strange Land. The back sides of it. Okay, we're winding down here. Aces High and 2 Minutes to Midnight. Okay. The Clairvoyant and Infinite Dreams. This one is a little bent, I see, up here. Because that box sucks. It's not that protective. Evil That Men Do and Can I Play with Madness? Cool. Boy, I got a lot of Maiden stuff. This one's cool. I had Paul Di'Anno sign this one too. This is the Running Free, or is it Running Free and Sanctuary? These are the original, the first singles. Fucking badass, I love it. And this is another photo shoot with that body, mangled body. I don't know if you can make that out. It's kind of dark in here. Okay, now winding down. Hold on a second. Come on, behave. All right, these are the last 3 things I want to show you. These are pretty rare, but not as rare. I had Nico sign this too. But this is Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. You open it up and there's, oh wait, it's wrong. Hold on, let me do that again, because the disc was on the wrong side. Bring Your Daughter, you see that? You open it up and there's a brain, man. The disc is like a brain and it says Happy New Year on it. And then the B side has kind of like Killers, but you know, with hooks, like Hooks in You. Pretty cool. Okay. And then I have this one, which is Bring Your Daughter to Slaughter Again. It's a sickle version, and I believe if you look at it closely, this is autographed, but it's not really autographed. It's everybody's autographed, but it's etched. It's etched in the vinyl. Okay, here it is, my final piece of vinyl, and the rarest of them all. I recently saw it online for like hundreds, I think it was like $1,000 bucks. I have the original Soundhouse tapes, and I had Paul Di'Anno sign it. The original Soundhouse tapes. Is this amazing? Open that up. Let me open this up here. See that? This is so rare. This is probably like the rarest item I own out of everything. And I bought it back in 1990 for 20 bucks. And 20 bucks is a lot of money in 1990. But shit, now it's over 1,000, I believe. Alright, so that's my Iron Maiden collection. I just remember now I have one more thing to show you. So I'm going to take my camera out to the living room. I have a poster signed by everybody in the band that I got from a good friend, and then I shall bid you adieu. Check it out. It's a Made in England poster. And I don't know if you can make that out. It is signed by each member of the band. I believe that's Steve Harris down there. I don't know whose autograph that is, or that one. Janet Gears, I'm pretty sure that's his. And I think that's Bruce Dickinson right there. So there you go, man. Oh wait, one more thing. I got this Iron Maiden Eddie's doll. See, I'm not done. I'm sure there's other Iron Maiden stuff. I have the tour books, but I've already shown you all my tour books, so I'm not going to pull all that shit out. So there you go, the Iron Maiden and Iron Maiden Eddie doll, and I think this one's for Killers, maybe? I believe so. Okay. Oh, wait, one more. I forgot, I even have an Iron Maiden Peace of Mind doll with the straight jacket. All right, that's it. I have no more. Well, I'm sure I'm going to have more. I'm going to have no Prayer for the Dying on vinyl soon because it's being reissued with everything else that came out after No Prayer for the Dying, but that's the only one I'm going to get. I gotta go. Thanks for watching. And I'm tacking this on at the end of the video because that's old. This is new. This is my new channel. And here's a shirt I bought at Nico's Rock and Roll Ribs up in way up there, like it's about like maybe an hour away from me, near Pompano Beach, past Fort Lauderdale, I think. And the ribs there are fucking awesome. And I love that place. It's fucking awesome every time. I've been there like maybe 4 or 5 times, and I always get the ribs, man. And it's really cool. Can you make that out? It's Eddie cooking some ribs. And that's actually what the rock and roll ribs look like. And here's another thing I required after I made that video, and thanks to King Fally from Deceased that sells shirts online, and I got this one, old school Iron Maiden Killers shirt, and the back has the Killers lineup. Pretty cool. And as I said in that video, I was waiting for No Prayer for the Dying, and here it is. Sounds amazing. 180 gram, and it's cool. This album gets a lot of hate, but I give it a lot of love. Well, for the most part. Some songs on here are crappy, like Hooks on You. Ugh. All right, and the last thing I want to show you is this one. How many albums is this? This is like 3 albums. This is the last Iron Maiden album as I record this. I still have the plastic kind of like in there, but see that? I like this album. A lot of it I don't like, but man, the title track on this album, in my opinion, is the best song since fucking Power Slave. I think it's a good effort. A little too long. I can do without some of the songs, but that's it. That's all. I don't have all the other Maiden albums. I might have them on CD. I don't know. I didn't watch this video, so you know, after Brave New World and whatever, Dance of Death, I think I have those. I showed you those, right? I don't know if I have A Matter of Life and Death and Final Frontier. I probably do. I just never listened to them. And thank you so much for watching. I'm signing off now. Up the irons. Later. I just got back from Iron Maiden. The first of the tour, whatever the hell the tour, Legacy of the Beast. First show of the US run. It was the same set list as the European run. And first of all, I'll go through, you know, it's a set list spoiler. So if you're going to see the show, you don't want to know the set list, turn this off. But I just want to say a brief history of my love for Iron Maiden. I discovered them in 1980 when I walked into a record store and I saw the album cover, and there was no way I was going to leave without that album. And became a huge fan of that album, Killers, and so on. But I might upset some Iron Maiden people out there that, you know, because I know some of you Iron Maiden fans are, you like everything, or just about everything. I kind of stopped at Power Slave, but, you know, there's select tracks off albums that came after that I like. But as far as the first album of Power Slave, bam, that's my shit. But tonight was awesome because I like going to see nostalgia Iron Maiden shows. You know, the first one was Somewhere Back in Time, which I feel was the best one. I think it was the best time I saw Iron Maiden, period. And the first time I saw Iron Maiden was the Peace of Mind tour. And here's a couple pictures I took at that show. And Power Slave, Somewhere in Time. Let me put it this way. I never missed the South Florida Iron Maiden show since the Peace of Mind tour. So, they opened tonight up with Aces High, and it was incredible. As you can see, there's that plane. This footage, I didn't do none of this footage. I didn't take pictures, none of that. I stopped doing that. I don't take my camera out. I don't take my phone out at shows. But also, I'm not one of these people that complain about people doing it, because, hey man, if it weren't for them, we can't have that footage on YouTube, you know, afterwards. So I don't care. I really don't care about people filming shows. I care more about drunk people next to me screaming lyrics to songs and drowning out the band. That annoys me more. But after Aces High, man, see, I didn't know the set list, but I looked at the set list now, the European one, and it mirrors what I saw tonight. But man, the second song, Where Eagles Dare, holy fuck. I was like, yes! You know, I mean, I haven't seen them do that since Peace of Mind. And one of my favorite Bruce Dickinson era songs. It was great seeing that. Then they went right into 2 Minutes of Midnight. It was like a bam, you know, 1, 2, 3 punch. And the place was fucking, it was packed, but the floor, I mean, Bruce Dickinson set up on stage that it was a sold out show. Might have been, but the floor is like 3/4 full, and I think that was on purpose. Maybe they didn't want to fill it too much. I don't know. But I didn't see a fucking empty seat all around. The floor was general admission. So, then they went into the Klansman, and woo, energy level went down. Wasn't really, it was a low light for me. And I don't really mind the song. I actually liked a lot of X Factor. Is it the X Factor? The name of that album? Whatever it was called. And, but then they went into The Trooper, place lit up, of course. It's such a classic. Then they went into Revelations. I got that set list right in front of me. And that was great. And after that was For the Greater Good of God off of, wasn't it A Matter of Life and Death or something like that? And phew, energy level, that was to me like the lowest part of the whole show. It was that song, I don't know, I find it boring as hell. And then Wicker Man, which is pretty much Running Wild by Judas Priest. And after that was Sign of the Cross, which I thought was really good. It was the first time me seeing Bruce sing a Blaze song. You know, well, Klansman was the first one, then this one. And I thought it was great. Actually, you know, even though the level was not really low as far as the crowd goes, I thought they performed it really well. Bruce Dickinson was awesome holding this cross that lit up, and I dug it. I thought that was really cool. And after that was Flight of Icarus. Now, Eagles That Men Do, Eagles That Men Do. Where Eagles Dare and Flight of Icarus to me was the highlights of tonight. Flight of Icarus was badass, and Bruce had this flamethrower thing coming out of his hands. It was amazing. That was my favorite part of the show, along with Where Eagles Dare. After that was Fear of the Dark. Well, energy level was amazing for that. The crowd really sang along with it. It was awesome. And then Number of the Beast was after that, which was cool. A lot of fire, flames going on. And Iron Maiden. The only song they played from the Di'Anno era. Now, the Di'Anno era is my favorite era, but I'm fine with them not playing anything off the first two albums, because I don't really like the way Bruce sings Di'Anno songs. But they did that, Iron Maiden, which is the song I believe they play at every show ever that Iron Maiden has done. It's on every tour. Evil That Men Do was the first encore. They did something from Seventh Son, and yeah, people were into it. And then Hallowed Be Thy Name, one of, if not my favorite song from the Bruce Dickinson era. But, you know, the reason it's not a highlight, because I've seen them play it every single time I've seen Bruce, except the last time they didn't play it because they were going through some lawsuit thing, so it wasn't played that night. And they ended the show with Run to the Hills, which I believe that's a song they don't play that much, and even though it's a big hit, I know it's been dropped by a lot of tours. And First time we see him Run to the Hills, I don't know, since maybe Somewhere Back in Time. Probably they didn't even play it there. But it was a great show, regardless. There was a couple low points for me, but the high points made up for it, and it was great. It was a cool stage show, not the greatest stage show. I thought Somewhere Back in Time was phenomenal, and the Power Slave Tour in '84. Those were my favorite, you know. Somewhere in Time was pretty cool. But all in all, I enjoyed the show. Thought it was pretty fucking kick-ass. And it was a great night out, and I went with my cousin, who was a big Iron Maiden fan, and his first show he's seen in a very long time. I took him along with me, and me and him had a really good time, bumped into a lot of friends. It was a good time, man. And here's the shirt I got now. The last 3 times I saw Iron Maiden, they had special Florida shirts, and I never got to get one, because they always sold out by the time I got it. So this time I lucked out, and it's got this on the back. I love the front because you see Nico there, the little rock and roll ribs thing, you know, a little reference to rock and roll ribs. And all I can say, if you're a Maiden fan and it's coming to your town, go see it. And you might have already known the set list. If you didn't, then you just heard it now. And if you're upset, I warned you. Anyway, thanks for watching. That was my Iron Maiden review, the first show of the U.S. tour of the... I already forgot the name of the tour again. I said it in the beginning. Anyway, thanks for watching. Up the irons later.
Cruel, I'm a hooligan. I'm almost human and I drink cold.
This video was brought to you by Miami Metal Merchant. For your metal needs and competitive prices, visit MiamiMetalMerchant.com. Tell them Dr. FUKK sent you.
Hey, I'm Dr. FUKK.
And I'm the Ayatollah of Alcohola.
And we are from the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast.
If you want to check out some crazy, uncensored, unbiased, totally nuts reviews of classic hard rock and heavy metal albums, check us out. You can get us on Podbean and iTunes. New episodes every Sunday.
That's right. And we also do each other's moms.
True. Free of charge.
Well, mine charges.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, mine's free.
Hey, check out my podcast, The Vieira Vault. We're on Spreaker, we're on iTunes, and we're on YouTube. Check it out and subscribe.
Hey, headbangers, you want your own radio show? Well, you got it. On Thursday nights here on that metal station, join me on the Dr. FUKK Show. Go in the chat room and I will make you my co-host. That's right. Everybody that joins me in the chat room, I discuss whatever you guys want to talk about. I'll mention your name, I'll say what you say, and we're going to go back and forth. And I'll even fucking play whatever request you want. Unless it sucks, then I ain't playing it because my show rules. And only songs that rule is allowed right here on that metal station. The Dr. FUKK Show airs live Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there. Well, no, fuck that hope. I better see you there, motherfucker.